Well, hello, my name is Joan-Frances Boyle. I live in Scotland, Hamilton, and I'm on to give a little chat about empowering thoughts. I actually was on earlier and done this video earlier, but who knows where it has gone. I have probably pressed the wrong button and sent it into the ether somewhere. Because it didn't show up on my Facebook page. So I wanted to come back on to, I posted underneath my little thing saying that I would come back on and do the post again. And basically, empowering thoughts. What is, our thoughts are, we have probably, millions of thoughts a day. And we have basically, we can have very positive thoughts and we can also have negative thoughts. So the power of thoughts, memetics, is the course of action there for our thoughts there, measured by science. And it's basically down to, especially I wanted to come on because we are moving into this amazing weekend, which has this supermoon. And the supermoon is enhancing the energy from the graviton wave that we're experiencing right now. So that enhancement of that is going to make our energies even more heightened and sensitive. So our thoughts, because the moon is in representative of, most people will call it the female energy, but it has a very male empowering energy of the yin, which is the white vibration. And that empowerment, brings the balance of the male and the female energy down onto this earth for us. And I wanted to talk about this for a wee moment because there's so many. And last month, it was about 6 weeks ago actually, I received this amazing meditation. It was channeled through. And this meditation was about bringing the balance of the male and female energy back into our energy. So that was about 6 weeks ago. And again, 6 weeks ago, I had received lots more information of how this particular meditation would help us. And I was going to keep a bit of it until Monday evening, but I'm actually going to come on Sunday, and I'm going to do a full channeled meditation here on Sunday evening at 8 p.m. GMT time. So that way we'll grasp the whole of this moon, the supermoon energy, as it comes forward to us. Thanks for joining me, Geraldine. And I've just came on impromptu to give this information again. So what I want to speak about just now is the power of our thoughts. So empowering thoughts versus the disempowering. And we are the creator of our energy. What our thoughts, my favourite saying is, where our thoughts go, our energy flows. And because of that, we, in our thought process, when we think of something, whether we speak it or not, but when we think of something, the vibration of that is already sent out. We're like that antenna that is pushing out the radio signals that then go out. And of course, what we are as well is we're a receiver. We're that power transmitter that transmits and receives at the same time. So when we transmit our thoughts out, we get exactly back because we are biomagnetic. We attract through the bioenergy of our system. We attract back to us what we're actually thinking. And of course, feelings are connected up into our thoughts. And of course, it's like the chicken and the egg, which one comes first? It's that process of, do we feel it and then think it? In other words, bring something up to match that feeling. Or do we think it and then the feeling comes up to match what we're thinking? It doesn't really matter. The fact that we're actually thinking, we're sending out that vibration. So if you're in the process, and I wanted to talk about this because this weekend, if you are in the process of having negative thoughts, then what's going to happen is that you're going to maximize those negative thoughts. So what I want to kind of say is like to think before you think. And the minute that you start to think, it's like, ask yourself that question. Am I being empowering or am I disempowering my energy? Now, empowering means that you would be asking things like, what can I do to help? Or, what can I do to help myself? Never mind what can I do to help other people. But when we ask that type of question to the universe, we're always given an answer. So either A, we'll get something that will be good about ourselves and we'll think of that, or B, we'll be inspired to do something to help someone else. Maybe you have a talent and maybe you're inspired to go and share that in somehow within your community that will then help other people. That's inspiring. That's empowering. But if you're sitting and you're asking that question because you feel low in thought, or you feel that, it's the why me, I call it the violin, so sorry I'm being so direct, but that's my style. And it's that violin moment of where, and we all do it, I've done it, you've done it, everybody's done it, of where we're saying, why me? Why is this happening to me? Why do good things not happen to me? You're looking at other people who are, in a sense, having good things happen to them, but you look at the fact that nothing good's ever happening in your life. And it's that moment, and it's a case of the why me, or why does it always happen to me? No good things ever happen to me. Then that's the reason why, because you're in that disempowering thought transmission that you're sending out. It's that moment of when someone will say to me, nothing good ever happens to me. And I say, well, that's because you're saying that nothing good. So the universe is actually answering you. You're making a statement, giving that transmission out. And your statement is, nothing good ever happens to me. The vocabulary that is coming out of the mouth is saying, it doesn't happen to me. And therefore the universe says, nothing good ever happens there, so nothing good goes back to her, or goes back to him. So it's our words that tie up with our thoughts, and they have to actually be symmetrical. So when we're thinking positively, we actually have to speak positively. So we can't be thinking one way and trying to speak another way. It just doesn't match up. There's confusing and conflicting information there, and that just causes confusion in our life as well. So this weekend is so important because the supermoon is enhancing our energy and the graviton wave is already heightening our energy. Most people in the field of positive mind therapy is feeling the effect. We understand that every thought, every action, every feeling that we're creating at this time is it's like supersonic. So therefore, when the moon has its brightest moment for this weekend, especially Sunday night into Monday, then it's going to be even more important that we are in harmony with our energy, and we're in harmony with the rest of the world. The world at the moment, because of various different aspects of politics and various other things that's going on, there's a lot of disheartened energy going around. We need to change that. We need to work in unison so that the greater good comes out of all. And if we are then working towards having these positive thoughts, positive action, because let's face it, we're working for one another. And we are thinking about one another. But that one another is the whole. It's everybody. Like my thoughts affect you. Your thoughts affect me and everybody else. My thoughts going out are affecting everybody else as well. So if we are trying to be positive, we're in that frame, and you know what? I shouldn't use that word trying. Because if you think the word try, it means that you're not succeeding. And therefore, why think at all? Because if you're going to try and be positive, it means that you're in that moment of failing before you've even went into that space, because you're saying, I'll try, which means that you're not going to say, I'll do it. To say, I am doing the positive thinking, then you're doing it. And that means that you're taking action. And that brings me to that word, the power of action. When we have the word spell out action, and we take the I from the centre and we move it up, it actually says, I act on. So therefore you're acting on your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. And that means that you're creating. So you're the creator, which we all are. We're all part of God. We're all the essence of God. I am the essence of God as you are the essence of God. And therefore we are the creator. We are creating our world. So this weekend is just so important to get the best at this time. And if you can hold positive thought for this weekend, you can hold positive thought for the rest of your life. Which then means that you're transmitting out that wonderful positive vibrational energy, that frequency that then goes out and finds all the other frequencies of positive energy. And because of your biomagnetic core, it's going to draw that energy back to you. And when it comes back to you, it's going to be multiplied over and over and over and over. Power of positive thoughts. When you ask the universe a question, or you ask for aid in whatever shape or form that aid is, the universe, the oneness as I call it, answers you. So that vibration that you put out there, that call for help, whether it's to maintain the good energy that you have and the good positive flow of energy of thoughts that you have, or whether it's you feel I could be doing with a bit more. Maybe just examine today and examine where your thoughts were this morning when you got up. Were they positive? Were they free-flowing? Did you have a hiccup in the middle of the day? Or, was that positive flow all the way through? So there was never one moment of today that you had a negative or disempowering thought. Even if it was somebody that cut you up in the queue and you thought, I was next. Even that is a low, disempowering thought. So if you were perfect all day today, then I salute you. But if you were in that moment of saying, there was a part of today that I could have actually done a bit better, then don't be harsh on yourself. From this moment, take it that I am positive. I am in a high vibration. Just think it. Your energy flows into that space. It just automatically happens. That's how we're designed. Our full energetic system is designed to follow the flow of vibrational thought. You're it. It's your life. It's your thoughts. It's your weekend. And I just wish that you have the best, empowering, enlightened, supermoon weekend that you could ever have. And as I said at the beginning, I had been channeled like 6 weeks ago, and it was to do with the moon energy. And funnily enough, just 2 weeks ago, or a week ago actually, it is, in class, I used that channeled meditation and used it in the class. And one of the girls who did not know that I was going to use the vibration of the moon energy produced out of her book at the end of the class a poem that she had channeled, and it was actually all to do with the reflection of the moon. So the moon energy has been working with us, although the science is saying this has only happened 60 years ago, and it might be another 60 years before we see it again. But you have to remember that the vibration of that is a build-up. It just doesn't happen overnight. The moon is in it's going to be in its fullness come Monday. But it's had all month building up to that space. And therefore the energy of the moon has been working closely with us, as it always does. But just that bit closer again. And that's the important part. So to have empowering thoughts all the time is fantastic. But to have empowering thoughts this weekend will maximise your energy, maximise the input of energy that flows into you as well as that flows out of you. Remember, part and parcel of our growth is to grow. How do we grow? We grow by sharing, by giving, and then the celebration of that. That's what keeps the energy high. So in our growth this weekend, let's give positive, empowering thought to everything that we do this weekend. And in that way, come Monday, we'll be able to celebrate with the empowering supermoon that is going to shine down and illuminate us come Monday. And then we will be able to keep that and keep it at a high as we move forward, sharing in our empowering thoughts. Love yous, and I'll see you on Sunday and then on Monday. Okay, bye for now. Thanks for joining me.